You know which person we haven't actually bullied in a while because it's just kind of pathetic to bully them at this point?
Who?
Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad at this point. But you know what?
It's a bit sad.
But we're about to do another kick to the gut.
We're going to do it anyways.
Because that's the way
All
we
for
roll.
you. For the content, for you.
Yeah.
You're making us do this. You're enabling us to bully other people. You're the problem.
Oh, I'm going to have to talk to my therapist. I think this means I have to go. I have to break off this. This is too much harsh vibes.
It's a toxic relationship.
Toxic relationship with you people.
Oh.
Parasocial, some might say. Disgusting. Just kidding. So the new hit game Redfall.
That is a way to describe it.
A game which I've heard literally almost no one really care about. Because I don't think anyone has ever wanted Arcane Studios to make a Left 4 Dead ripoff about vampire hunting. No one wanted that.
Listen, I love Arcane. I like the Dishonored games. I love Prey. I haven't played Deathloop yet, but I love them.
No one wanted this.
Even when this game got announced, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh,
I cannot
boy.
find myself to care.
Let's get the team that makes mainly single-player games.
To do a 4-player co-op game.
Yeah, you know, because that makes total sense. But yeah, so we're going to ignore the fact how apparently this game started development before the Xbox merger or whatever, in which Microsoft promised all games in development would go to PlayStation, which I don't think that's what it meant. I think all games that were contractually obligated to go on both will still be contractually obligated to go to both. So whatever, all right? First things first, game's $70.
Yep. Disgusting.
No games are worth $70. I'm sorry, I don't care anymore. There's no argument, and it's getting more and more, like, if it was $70 for a $60 game and $10 for the physical version, $60 for digital, I get it. Mass producing physical things.
Get that.
I can even, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
Okay.
It's at least understandable, right? Because you have to pay for the plastic, the store, you have to pay money to be on a store shelf.
Right.
I get it, right? There's a lot of cost that goes into physical versions. And you know what? I think we've hit the point of realistic graphics, so the realistic graphic angle isn't going to sell me.
Well, Arcane never really does the realistic. They always.
I just mean for in
stylized.
general, for
Okay.
like $70 price
Oh,
tags.
okay. I see.
The high graphics doesn't impress me. The content length doesn't impress me. All right? I don't care. Because you don't need both of those. You just need a solid game. So first of all, so this game's $70 in the wake of multiple studios saying, our game costs $70. And then I play it and I go, I can't even tell the $10 difference, to be honest. I just played Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and as I'm playing, I go, I don't see where the extra $10 went to, officer. No. You know, I don't think it worked for, a lot of games, to be honest, but then we get to the next issue, Dave, where the game was running at 60 frames per second in all trailers, all gameplay demos, and then on the box, in the physical versions, everyone noticed, it said 30. And then they said, we're going to add the 60 frames per second later.
I still do not understand how that works.
I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how that happened. And I think it's embarrassing for Microsoft with their powerhouse console to have a first-party title that's not only not 60 frames per second, or even have an option for 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
It has to be patched in. Patched in. Is that so much? Like I'm not asking for 64K. I'm asking for just 60 frames a second. No.
It's too much work.
Too much work. Now, I'm not one of those guys like, anything under, 60 is completely unplayable because, I've been playing old games.
Yeah.
30's fine. You just want it to be consistent, right? So I don't see any of you frame rate motherfuckers over Legend of Zelda, the new one. I don't see any of you for that. Everyone likes it. Shut up, frame rate people. But it is incredibly embarrassing that you have footage at 60 frames per second and it's not there.
At that point, it's just a little bit of false advertising, I feel. You know.
Little sus.
Can we sue?
No, because I think on the whatever the box says is like 100% official.
Okay.
I don't know the legal terms. I'm not a lawyer. Don't trust me. Call Saul Goodman. Now we get to the release. That was broken. It's broken. Mm-hmm. Now we're recording it.
I don't think I've seen a single clip of Redfall where anything was working as intended.
Yeah, I've seen so many things of models not loading, textures not loading.
All the AI just is not even close to being smart.
Yeah, there was a boss that just stood in the corner of the room and just let it get shot, and apparently it's like an end of chapter boss. It's not good. Now, I'm not going to look at the substance of the gameplay because everyone says the gameplay is fine when it works.
When it works.
But the issue is when it works. So we have a $70 game on launch that doesn't work. Where did the $10 go? Where did it go?
God, you're really hung up on this $10 difference.
Because if it's $10 extra, then it better work.
That's fair. That's fair.
If it's 60 and it doesn't work, I'm mad. If you have the balls to look me in the eye and said, we spent too much money making this game, give us $10 more, and I look at your game and there's a vampire T-posing and he's the final boss, where did my extra money go? Where did it go? Dave, do you even know?
I took it.
Did you get me anything with it?
I mean, the Grubhub order should be here soon.
Oh, no, we're good. We're good. But points still
Taco
Bell. But yeah, like it's a ridiculous notion. Like, I'm mad that the game doesn't work. Trust me. But I'm even more mad at the fact that you have to pay more money for it to not work. Like, that's not a good deal.
No, not even close.
Like,
it's not in the least a good deal.
And again, to reiterate, why is Arcane making multiplayer games?
I mean, they toyed with it in Deathloop. When I say toyed with it, I mean they had an option to do like a multiplayer thing. You didn't have to have that on all the time.
And I'm pretty sure for a while this game had online DRM that was implemented, and I think they took it out. That's why they delayed it one time. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's just not good. It's just not good. The moral of the story is, it's kind of cringe, bro. This game's kind of cringe.
Just a little bit.
Don't release $70 broken games because you're not proving your point with $70 games.
No, and I get it. Like, you got deadlines. Christ.
You got deadlines. I get it. You spend a lot of money. I get it.
And you don't want to do crunch. I understand. They probably did do crunch anyways because what AAA studio doesn't have crunch?
Yep. And then we got Phil Spencer to do a big old apology tour about it. Which
didn't he admit that it sucked too?
Yeah, because apparently Xbox is like, Rick Rubin when it comes to music, where he just has a developer. The developer comes up, we're going to make this game. Microsoft says, cool. And then they just step away and let him make the game. That's how we got things like Hi-Fi Rush, which everyone liked. But that is now also how we got games like Redfall, in which for some reason they didn't step in to go, hey guys, this is completely broken.
Yeah.
This just doesn't work. Yeah, and he's upset. Yeah, hold on. There's a really good quote. I actually do like it. I don't think it's a direct quote, but it's essentially what he said is, he defends developers' creative freedom, but admits the game was not the quality fans should expect.
Okay.
Which, again, solid, but Microsoft is like a dumpster fire at the moment when it comes to their exclusives. Because they just kind of come out, they barely advertise it, and then guess what? No one cares. Right? And guess what? Everyone, they kept pushing Redfall. How many times was Redfall shown at an award show?
Many.
And guess what? It's broken.
There was a lot of money put into the marketing
That was like the final game at their conference at E3 the last time they had it. That was the big game next to Starfield. They think this game was as big as Starfield.
Womp womp.
Note, I am going to insult Starfield when it comes out because it looks not good. But that's beside the point. Yeah, yeah, I cannot believe that this was even allowed. Do we just not have QA testers anymore? Is that just the thing?
I guess not.
We just stopped
I guess not.
Is that just, we just stopped doing that? That's cool, bro. Cool,
Hire us to be QA testers.
And then we have QA testers saying, you know, guys, it's not just about playing video games. It's like, yeah, duh. It's about playing video games with a notepad next to you, idiot.
About playing video games, getting paid for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get video games and I'm gonna get paid, and then I'm gonna say, hey, I don't think this is how it works. I'm playing Jedi Survivor and I jumped, and now I'm in the sky and I can't go back down. And they go, oh, interesting. And then they just throw my notes into a trash can. That is not how QA testing works. I'm making it up. Please don't get mad.
It's not.
I think.